What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Praise be to Adora. We finally made it, guys. 4 hours later, the iOS update is released for 11.0. This is incredible. So good. Been looking forward to this patch for so long. And what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to test out a dimensional rift. So when you log into the game, the first thing you're going to get is 10,000 of these tier 1 dimensional crystal shards. And we did a bit of a PSA video an hour and a bit ago, basically explaining that you have two choices with these. You can either spend them on the crystals or go over to events and open a dimensional rift. And that you should not spend it on the crystals. You should always open a dimensional rift. Well, in pretty much every scenario, because the rewards are much better. They're about 2 to 3 times better, and you also get a lot more fragments for the next tier of dimensional rift from doing the previous tier. So yeah, guys, always do the dimensional rifts. Do not open the crystals. Let that stick. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go into the beginner one. So it's a little bit you get one entry, and it's basically like a massive roulette wheel. I think we're gonna go with the Ghost Rider. This shouldn't be too difficult, so let's begin the quest. You'll be locked to the chosen difficulty, and you have an hour to complete it, guys, as well, which isn't too relevant for the lower tiers. But when it comes to you know, the tier 3 and tier 4 ones, this might be a very important factor. So let's do the first fight, and then we go on to the dimensional spinner. Or we can test out auto fight. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's see how that performs against it. It's probably going to be terrible, actually, against Unstoppable Colossus, because he gets unstoppable at the start. It works. It works. It's good enough, guys. It is good enough. That will certainly do. Okay, well, let's go over, guys, to the random portal. So what this portal does is it connects to a variety of different locations off the map, across the map, and my face is blocking it a little bit. Let me actually just move my, my webcam and my image. So we want to grab those two and move them to the left-hand side so I can properly show you guys how this works. So this is the pretty much big roulette wheel spin. So you'll go to one of, I believe, is it 10 portals? I think it might be 10 portals, yeah. And you'll notice that some of them are marked rare. So all these portals are like different chunks of the map, and they all have different rewards on them. And ideally, guys, you want a rare one, because there are some pretty... Well, this is only a tier 1, so the rewards aren't super great on this one. But when it comes to the other maps, there is some really cool stuff. On the tier 4 one, there is a fully formed 5-star and 4-star hero crystal, a 5-star awakening gem, a 4-star one. So the tier 4 one should be pretty phenomenal when we eventually get to that. You need to do quite a few tier 3 ones, well, 2 tier 3 ones, or 100% master mode, and then you can open a tier 4 one. So that's pretty cool. So let's do this, guys. Let's see where we end up. Are we going to get a rare one? I think you got a pretty good chance. It's like 6 out of 10 to get rare, right? 6 out of 10, guys. Are we going to get lucky? Let's chance it. Let's press this button. And we are being pinged over to number... What number was that? Was that number 2? Was that number 2? I know what number that was. Where did we end up going? Okay, so we ended up going to F, which is... it's not rare. F is not a rare one, so... Yeah, guys, we lost that coin flip there, but it's better to, I guess, lose out on this one than some of the better ones, guys. Hopefully, when it comes to the tier 3 and tier 4 ones, we're going to be quite lucky, because the rewards are pretty crazy. Okay, auto fight, wow. Just start by attacking the air and dashing back. This auto fight is great. Well, it worked. It worked. Oh, gosh. I want to try out the auto fight a little bit more. I love the new loading screen. It is so awesome. Look at all the moving components to it, man. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But apart from this, guys, are we going to get like anything good? So we get a tier 3 mutant catalyst. That's up on a node ahead. But what else do you get for completion? You get 5,000 tier 2 shards, which is going to be pretty cool. But is there going to be anything else? We're going to have to find out, lads. We're going to have to see. But let's move on to the next one. Damn, auto fight did all my dirty work for me. Let's do this. Okay, we got Iron Patriot up next, guys. The best champion in the game. Are we gonna be able to beat him? Let's find out. Let's find out. Come on, Ghost Rider. You got this, bro. You got this, buddy. You can do it, son. Oh, look at that. That pro dodge at the start. Whoa! Auto fight, guys, is too OP. It's too powerful. It's actually quite good for some of the beginner quests, just because it allows me to, you know, just sit back and let the game do its job for me. So, pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, teleportation is ready. Where do we go? It's just one set one to all the way over here. Is that like, are there different reward paths? Okay, no, this is the one where I think everyone links to here, and you fight the mini boss, and then the boss, who is Loki, who has 351 PI. So especially the tier 1 guys, is so easy. There is no reason to buy the crystal at all. Maybe even the tier 3, tier 4 ones, they might be a little bit more difficult. I'm not too sure. I don't know, we're going to have to see, but we're going to be rushing after this to complete both Heroic and Master Mode quite quickly, just for the channel, man, make some cool videos, so we're going to be doing that over the next few days and the weekend. Also got DC Legends coming out tomorrow, want to cover the global release for that, so yeah, quite a few things going on the channel, guys. It's going to be pretty hype, pretty exciting. So, Loki time, guys, let's see what we get. Let's see, are there any rewards? No, not really, apart from the crystal. Auto fight Ghost Rider. I'm actually quite liking this auto fight feature, especially on some of these like absolute face roll maps, just because it means I can be lazy, guys. I don't have to press buttons; it does it for me. But on the more difficult maps, it's going to be like such a terrible idea to use auto fight. We got 2 hits there, and we took 4. So yeah, if that had been equal difficulty, we would have got wrecked. Okay, let's see these juicy rewards. So that's pretty much it. We got a tier 3 mutant catalyst, but 5,000 tier 2 dimensional crystal shards, which the tier 2 ones actually give some pretty good stuff. They give some pretty good stuff, so very excited to unlock those when we eventually get to them. But it's the tier 3 and tier 4 ones, guys, that are amazing. Those are the ones that you want. Now, one of the things as well that we're going to have a quick look at is the new character UI interface, which has some pretty detailed information about characters. So let's have a bit of a look at it. So, as you can see, it's all very new, all very fresh. Where do we start? I think we start at the attributes. So we look at the attributes, and something that is incredible, guys. We now can see champions' armor, we can see their critical chance, their critical damage, and their block proficiency. So before today, we just had to guess. We had to guess all of this stuff, and it was kind of, you know, what we felt about each champion. But now we have solid information on characters' armor, their crit chance, their crit damage, block proficiency. This is amazing. This is so good. It adds a whole new level of evaluation to like how good a character is. So I'm quite excited to see this. You know, it's hard to tell initially looking at Sturgill. You know, where does he fit in the scale? How good is he? So we're probably gonna have to, like, when I wake up tomorrow morning, I imagine somebody will have probably done a spreadsheet collecting all the information. If somebody hasn't, I will probably do that. And what I find a little bit interesting as well is the hashtags. What are these champion tags? Hashtag offensive, damage over time, hashtag hero, hashtag Guardians of the Galaxy. So I guess that's kind of what tags they fall into. Like hero and villain, I get that because that's needed for Ghost Rider, but Guardians of the Galaxy, like there aren't any abilities that I know of yet that reference Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I don't know why he's referenced as an offensive damage over time hero. Like, he doesn't really have, you know, that's not the main part of Sturgill. The main part is he deals crazy damage when you land insane combos. So, it's a little bit odd. However, I like the abilities section a lot more. It's a lot more cleared up. So, I'm liking that for sure. Overall, I like this new UI quite a bit. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, guys. But let's have a look at some other champion stats. So, who do we know, right? Deadpool. Let's have a look at his attributes. So armor 11%, critical chance 20%, a little bit higher. See, this is one of the things that we just never knew. The different champions had different base crit chances. Critical damage 190%, block proficiency 42%. So that's a bit less than Star-Lord's. Now let's filter. What do we want to sort by? So we want to sort by our top champerinos. So, let's see Scarlet Witch, guys. Scarlet Witch is the champion we want to be checking out. Wow. Okay. So, Scarlet Witch has 12% armor. I don't know what, like, the plus, you know, it's got, like, minus... Oh, I think I actually know what that is. The minus and plus, I think, is to do with the glass cannon mastery. I think that's saying that, you know, I've deducted that much health, but got that bonus attack. I think that's what that means. That's the only, you know, thing that I can think of at the moment. I'm pretty sure it is, though. So Scarlet Witch hasn't got great armor. Crit chance, though. What? 24%? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? I'm not entirely sure if this stuff is based on, like, masteries. Like, is it adding the crit chance for masteries or not? I think one of the things that I'll have to do is maybe look on a newer account to kind of do a little bit of a comparison. We can see the armor, 12%, not very good, not very good. Crit chance, 24% crit damage, 221. Hell yes, son. And block proficiency at 50%, so quite high there on the Scarlet Witch. But then again, she's maxed out. She's ranked 550. Let's look at Captain America for comparison as well. Wow. Okay, Captain America, only 40% block proficiency, but also he gains a little bit more via his passive ability. It's a little bit weird. I don't know if that's factored in. Critical chance, 21%, crit damage, 200%. But yeah, let's have again a look at the block proficiency. So yeah, again, like, blocking reduces 24% additional damage from attacks. So I guess that's where it's kind of made up. So maybe 64% total. Because, like, when you're blocking with a Captain America, you are taking, like, no damage most of the time, even when the character isn't duped. So yeah, something seems a little bit hard to read with that. But let's have a look. This is pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. Anyway, what champion do we want to have a look at next? It's got to be the favorite, guys. It's got to be Luke Cage. Let's have a look. Let's have a bit of a gander at some of his stats. So armor, 12%. Oh, that's not good. That's not great. Like, you know, you expect him to be, like, pretty dope. But block proficiency, it's up there, boys. It's a big block proficiency. 48%. Crit chance, 12%. I don't think it's based off masteries then, crit chance. I assume anyway. Because if, you know, I've got plus 12.5% from my masteries. So it can't be 12% there. So, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, it's got to not be factoring masteries. But then again, I'm a bit confused because the health and attack is factoring in masteries. Guys, I am a little bit gollywoggled here. A little bit gollywoggled, whatever gollywoggled means. And what other champions do we want to know a little bit more about? I guess Daredevil as well is quite an important one. So let's have a look, because we know Daredevil has some crazy block proficiency. Blocks quite a lot of damage, 44%. Again, it's quite out there, not as much as Luke Cage. What character just doesn't block? Spider-Gwen does not block. Let's have a look at her info. See what we can gorge from there. She takes so many hits. Block proficiency, 49%. I don't get that. I don't get that. Okay, X23. X23 for sure doesn't block, right? I play a lot of X23. Her block proficiency must suck so bad. 47%. Don't understand this. Do not understand this, fam. It's a little bit confusing, but very nice crit chance. Very, very nice crit chance. Also, if any heroes have #metal, a bit of a fun fact of the day, they are vulnerable to Magneto's magnetism ability. So that's another identifier as well. #Thunderbolts and X-Force. Don't know what that categorizes, but pretty cool, pretty cool. And I can also see this has a relevant hashtag of damage over time. She does a lot of bleeding, so that's pretty good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. There's going to be a lot more 11.0 content coming on the channel, so yeah, let me know what you want to see from the new update. We're going to be delving into Sorcerer's Conclave very soon. Apart from that, guys, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.